Well, hello there, Piptown. How are we doing today? It is Fancy Matt, or as some of you have come to start referring to me, Feisty Matt. We're gonna have to do a little talking about that one here as we begin this morning. I know that a lot of you are tuning in hoping to see GKM. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a hold of him this morning and set up the stream with him live. So if he happens to pop in partway through the stream, we shall welcome him with open pips. That doesn't sound right. Pips are the little bumps on the Lego pieces, in case you're not sure what a pip is. Considering that sounded pretty dirty, I feel like I have to explain that. We'll welcome him with open ears, is what I meant to say. Alrighty, who's here today? Adam, Tio, Theo, Ahmed. Adam, already said hello to you. Mike, what's going on? Everybody, that's just the people at the top of the chat. Glitch, Fernando, Zeleny human? What's going on? Greetings to you from the Ukraine. Greetings to you. Let me go ahead and sort through your chat right here at the beginning. Let's see if there's anything, questions right off the bat before we get into today's stream. Aha, Mike, I see you put the cheer in. The cheer is still just that ugly gray triangle. However, I did upload some emotes to Twitch. I've got a happy face emote. I have a Boo Earns face emote. And I have a Dodge Rage face emote. After you guys requested it, I went ahead and just took pictures of myself going like, ah, and going like, and turned them into little emotes on Twitch. So I know that the tier 1 happy emote has been approved. I got a message from Twitch saying that one has been approved. It should be up there. I haven't gotten a message saying that the other ones have been approved, but they're pictures of my own face. So I can't imagine that there's any sort of copyright violation to worry about. Anyway, that should be good to go. You think we will get new time quests today, asks Ahmed. Well, quests, what do we currently have for timed quests? We only have 2 of them, which means it is likely, usually when there's only 2 left, then at 10 a.m. we usually do get a new one. So let's hope that's right. I wonder what it will be for, though. That's a good question. Glitch, I thought you were doing Steam. I am doing Steam tomorrow, sir. Steam sale Sunday. Still Legos on Saturday. We only have another 24 hours on the event. I'm hoping they'll drop another 24-hour time quest. Would be nice. The time quest that they dropped for those extra basil tiles could be very, very useful if you're getting close but not quite there on your farm. Could be nice. Could be nice. Could be nice. Let's see. Saturdays, where he has GKM on. Theo, yes, just talked about that a second ago. And let's see. I am new online, but often watch recordings. Well, Zeleny, welcome. Glad that you're here live today. I can't hold a million anymore, says Adam. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Yeah, there's that happy emote I see you guys throwing in there in that chat. Hey, it works! That's so cool! Very cool. Okay. Well, let's get into some of that chit-chatty news, right? Yesterday on Discord, I basically told Emilian how to do his job. And his response was, well, let's not paraphrase. Let's read it exactly. I said to Emilian, after Emilian responded to somebody basically saying what he always says, which is, I don't know the answer to whatever that person's question was. And I responded with, go ask the dev team. We need to know ahead of time when things are coming. Currently, there's nothing to look forward to in the game. I mean, you claim to have watched my stream. We talk about this all the time. Go ask the dev team. And Emilian quoted me in his response where he said, I think I know how to do my job. So someone said, what exactly is your job? And how did you come here? Not me, somebody else asked him, what exactly is your job and how did you come here? Dark Firefly asked that question and Emilian responded. And this is the important response. My job is to be with the community every day, both on Facebook and on Discord, and to answer the questions I have answers to send feedback from the community to the team, to make reports to a certain time interval, to help you with bugs or problems, resend tickets to customer care when no timely response was provided, and so on. Friend, with a smiley face. So, let me go ahead and read one more time, according to Emilian, what Emilian's job is. Emilian says, and I quote, "My job is to be with the community every day, both on Facebook and on Discord, to answer the questions I have answers to send feedback from the community to the team, to make reports to a certain time interval, to help you with bugs or problems, resend tickets to customer care when no timely response was provided, and so on. Friend." Smiley face. Why am I rereading this and why am I making such a big deal about it? Because Emilian has informed us that his job is actually customer care representative. It's not community manager. Those are not the responsibilities of a community manager. Those are the responsibilities of the person you call on the phone when your internet doesn't work and you call the cable company and you want to know, and you get somebody on the line who can give you information about, like, is there an outage in your area? And if so, are they working on it? How long might it last? And if you have big problems, they can issue you they can escalate your issue to give you refunds. That's not community management. That's customer service representative. And based on those qualifications, I would have to agree with Emilian. He does know how to do his job. He does do every single one of the things that he listed in his job description, and he does do each and every one of them very well. Unfortunately, that job is completely useless, because if you have a ticket that you need to bring up to the team, you can just bring up a ticket to the team. And having somebody in Discord who can also give that ticket to the team doesn't ensure that the team's going to do anything differently to answer that ticket. There's a whole Discord channel for suggestions and bugs. If they want somebody to read those, like, anyone can read those. We don't need a dedicated person whose job it is to read those and then just tell us he's reading them. No, just read them and send those comments off to the team if that's what you're really, really all about. Additionally, notice he said that his job was to send feedback from the community to the team, not from the team to the community, which means he's under no obligation to actually ask the developers for any upcoming information about the game. TLDR, because I'm tired of talking about this, Emilian's job is worthless to this community. He doesn't do anything for us that we don't already have access to, either by putting bugs in the Discord channel or by asking the community, submitting tickets to the dev team directly from the game themselves. You know what we need is a community manager who's willing to take our questions to the dev team, get their responses, and give them back to us. That is what we need in a community manager. And unfortunately, Emilian has described his own job as being a one-way communication from the community to the team and not the other way around. Sorry, Charlie, but you're right. You do know how to do your job. Unfortunately, your job is useless. Now, let's get into the fun part of the stream where we talk about the actual game and go into gameplay. How about that? Extreme! What's up, dude? How are you doing? Not sure exactly where you came in the middle of my rant, but there it is. Green human, are you sick? I'm not sure. And then Mike even asks, so Emilian's job is nothing to do with the community. Apparently, Mike, Emilian's job is to read what the community says and send it in a one-way direction. Green is my favorite color, nothing else. Oh, Zeleny, is that the Ukrainian word for green? I actually don't know. Very cool, somebody else knew that. Cool, I'll be purple human. What is that in Ukrainian? Theo says, I like how he just didn't respond for an hour and a half after you brought it up with him. Yeah, Theo, I wasn't going to get into the timing of the whole thing, but after our very, very short interaction there on Discord, he didn't say very much more until he simply logged off. Emilian's job must be to frustrate people. Fernando, I don't think that's the idea. Like, to give him some credit, I think that Emilian is trying to do the best job that he can possibly do in his position. He's not a mean person at all. I'm not saying that at all. He seems to be a very nice person. He seems to be a very positive person. So I will give him credit for that. But it's not his fault. The job responsibilities that he listed, we don't need in a community manager. It's not his fault. If those were the responsibilities that were given to him, then the fault lies on whoever created that position in the first place. Because as a community manager, we need someone who can take the conversation both ways, both from us to the devs and the devs to us. And unfortunately, his job description apparently only allows for him to take all of that information and go one way with it, which is not the way we need it to go. Anyway. What else do we have going on in here? Oberon, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Your picture is clearer on Twitch rather than YouTube. Yeah, Oberon, it usually is. Twitch seems to have like a better live buffering system somehow, which is amazing considering how long YouTube has been around, although their live stuff is pretty new, so who knows. Let's get into the game, folks. We have today and tomorrow morning left of our Alumni Days Brickpace event. You guys saw me unlock Basil the Batlord yesterday. Look at this. I need 19 more tiles for Ghost in order to unlock that character. Can I do it? I actually don't know. At least I don't know if I'll be able to do it today. If I get good enough drops, cross those fingers, I should be able to do it between today and tomorrow, but it is going to require a substantial bit of luck. So let's see what we can do here. We've got 6 more attempts remaining. If we can get good enough RNG, look at that. We got our first 2 from Ghost. Yes, loving it so far. Let's get it going. Oh, 0 out of the next 5. Boo. We got to spend another 250 gems to do another 10 attempts here at this Ghost node. Come on, Ghostest with the mostest. Give me your tiles, sir. Another 0. We're going for 9 more attempts here at the Ghost. 2 each. Can we just get all 18? That would be amazing. I doubt it. 12. Ooh, look at this. I only need 5 more. Wait a minute. I might be able to get 5 more right now in the store. I actually don't know if I have quite enough for that. What am I doing going into sets? That's not what you guys want to see right now. You guys want to see the shop. Do I have enough event currency to get 2 purchases of the Ghost and unlock him right now? Yes, I do. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 7-star Basil the Batlord and a full Ghost unlock without doing the master event. What is happening here? This is going nuts. I will build you, Ghost. Yes, I will. And I will spend all of the rest of my money, energy, and etc., etc. to level you all the way up. 1.5 million for level 60. Boom, please, and thank you. Now, what do we have next here? I need to put on all the gear so that I can upgrade all of his abilities. I'm going to upgrade his gear as far as I possibly can. I don't know what I have just sort of hanging around. I already did some glyph hunt battles earlier today. So I will actually be spending energy in Pip Town if possible, depending on what gear pieces I am missing for this uber impressive character, and then I will start using him because he is choice premium meats and cheeses. That's what's going on. Ooh, Extreme. I see a big comment coming in from you. I find it sad that a game that had so much promise at the beginning can go downhill so fast to the point where one of the biggest content creators, Bricko, decided to quit. Yes. Bricko did decide to quit. He made a whole video about it, and it was quite sad, although not super shocking. The content creator program has pretty much ceased. right? The only reason for the content creator program was to give community members a way to help disseminate information from the dev team in an effort to, well, basically get free advertising and free word of mouth, really. I mean, we had to sign some NDA type stuff in order to make sure, or not NDA, we had to sign some, it wasn't NDA because our entire point is to actually disclose information. So it wasn't non-disclosure, it was, we had to sign some documentation that basically said that all of the information that we're giving out comes from Gameloft, and Gameloft is not responsible for what we do with that information, like all that kind of language, which was pretty standard, so nobody was particularly surprised. But anyway, since the new team came in, we haven't been getting any information, and in fact, Emilian and Maria very, very rarely even make comments or replies in the content creator channel. So that's why I started talking in community chat yesterday. I have said all the things that I said in community chat, I have said somewhat privately to Emilian in the content creator program. I was doing that on purpose because I didn't want to call him out and embarrass him in front of the community. If in fact he would feel called out or embarrassed, I don't even know, because I don't know what his personality is like in real life. But just in case it would have been something that would have upset him, I tried to bring it up in the content creator program, where we could talk about things like our understandings, our expectations of the program in general and what we want, and give him an opportunity to go, oh, I see. Okay, no, we're not going to do that anymore. Or, yes, we will do that, but I didn't know you wanted me to do that. Like any of that kind of stuff. And he just didn't respond at all. He only responds in community chat, so eventually I ended up having to call him out there. And I already read you the response earlier today. So that. Speaking of Ghost, is there an exact date for the master event coming up? Fernando, no. There is no exact date for anything coming up. Maria has said that they are still going through the transition phase. For some strange reason, nobody can figure out why they are still going through the transition phase. It's been many, many months. The only thing we can think of is that the transition came right before the holidays. So maybe because of that, the team didn't effectively have time to transition before going off for holiday break. But Maria has announced that the team is still transitioning. Take that information for what it's worth, very little. And that is why we haven't actually gotten any event calendars or any regular schedule. But she at least would like to inform us that the team is still working. Oh my god, look at this. We also get 7-star Lloyd on the same day. What a huge day for the stream! Emilian is a Gameloft app. What was Emilian's response? Extreme, what was Emilian's response to what in particular? Anyway. So, yes. So, giving Maria some credit, and giving all of them credit, because I don't think anybody is lying to us at all. I think they're telling us the truth. I think their access to information seems to be incredibly limited for some reason that we actually don't know. We don't understand why they have these limitations, but clearly they do have these limitations on their ability to gather information for us. Extreme. Emilian's response to my concerns, yeah, was pretty much what Mike said. He basically said it wasn't his job to do any of the things that I said that I think it's his job to do. I basically asked him to do one thing, and only one thing. Go ask the dev team for information. That's what I asked him to do, and he said, I think I know how to do my job, and then he listed his job responsibilities, and none of them were to go ask the dev team questions and then bring the information to us. He just basically said, it's not my job to ask the dev team questions. So, you know, based on that feedback, I would have to say like, oh, well then he's doing a great job not asking the dev team questions. It's just disappointing because that's the only thing we actually need him to do, is ask the dev team questions and bring us the answers. The only thing we need him to do. Accelerating our concerns to the customer care team? I don't need the community manager to do that. And maybe that's just me. Maybe you do want your community manager to do that, and it's just me who has a false sense of what the community manager's responsibilities are or should be. But something tells me most of you agree with me. And what tells me that is all of the questions that we ask in Discord that are exactly the same. When are raids coming out? When are raids coming out? Is there an event calendar for January? Oh, and did I mention it? When are raids coming out? So yeah, I know most of you agree with me. Extreme, I don't think he's lazy. I think that is the wrong way to describe what's happening here. I think that Emilian does actually do his job quite well. My issue, and I will continue to try to make this as clear as possible, is that whoever has given him his job responsibilities has given him the wrong responsibilities. So he is doing the job he was hired to do according to whatever they told him to do very well. I just think that his boss, whoever that is, told him to do the wrong thing. I think that his boss should have told him, your job is to follow the community, see what their questions, comments, and concerns are, bring those to the dev team, get the answers, and then bring the dev team's answers back to the community. That's how I would describe his job, or the primary function of his job. Aside from that, assuaging fears and making sure that everybody feels at home and comfortable, saying congratulations to people whenever they unlock new characters, helping to be kind of a hype man for the game, like, yes, all of that as well. But I actually think that the problem is not Emilian. I think the problem is whoever is Emilian's boss, or whoever is responsible for handing out the responsibilities of his position. That's the person that I think has actually done not so great a job. Okay, he needs to get rid of that yee haircut. I don't actually know what that means, so I'm just gonna leave it there, Glitch, because that seems like it's getting on the sort of insulting train, which is not a train I want to get on. I'm more than happy to call somebody out for what I think they might be doing wrong, but I'm not going to sit here, especially live on stream, and just be rude for the sake of being rude. Now, Glitch, I'm sorry, that's putting the cart way before the horse. I don't know what that comment meant, so I don't actually know if it was rude. I was just taking it as an opportunity to help everybody understand my personal position on just being flat out rude in that way. I try not to do it, is the long and short of it. Okay, look at this. Finished out the event planner. Some extra tiles for Basil the Batlord. Some extra event currency. Nice, very nice, as I stroke my beard for some reason. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. Jester Go asks, do you think there will be an update this month? Jester, no. I do not think there will be an update this month. I don't think we'll get an update before February at the earliest, if I'm being completely honest. Spooky. I think for the rest of this month, they might just continue to run events that they already have in the bag, to be completely frank. Okay, what do I need here to follow all of this stuff up? It looks like I need a bunch of these Lofty Dynamite 1s for this gear piece on the right. How about this gear piece on the left? I need, some fancy backpackas. And all right, so here it looks like I only need one Lofty Dynamite. Captain Blackbeard, thank you for the follow, sir. Can I get one Lofty Dynamite? I have already done Glyph Hunt for today. I need to do Piptown United, but I will start here because I only need one Lofty Dynamite, one plan. Can we get it? Just one. Do not max loot, Matt. Do not forget, you do not need to spend 200 energy in order to get one of these. Although, maybe I do. That was 3 with nothing. With nothing. Not the one we want. Nothing. There's the other dynamite. We need the blue dynamite. There's the blue dynamite. Sweet. Blue dynamite, you my hero. Okay. Give me this fancy quiver, please, and then let's go on to the next one. As a community, we deserve answers to the questions we have. Extreme, deserve is an odd term to use, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know that it even matters whether or not we deserve them, so much as it is just an obvious piece of improvement for the community as a whole. We all get excited whenever they announce new stuff. So I think that they would just want to make those announcements because we get excited about it. We tell our friends about the game because all of a sudden it's fun to play because there's new stuff happening, and word of mouth goes very, very far. Khaleesi is following me. Hey, what's up, Amelia Clark? How you doing? Mother of Dragons, I got you. I like it. Oh, the haircut's a thing from Grand Theft Auto 5. How funny. Did not know. Thanks for the cheer, bro. Discord will be removed. I don't know what you mean. Discord will be removed? That's... What would they remove Discord from? Don't know. Anyway, these backpacks were Piptown United. That will help us complete our daily quests. And that should give us this piece of gear, giving him up to gear level 6, which should allow us to unlock his ultimate. Yes, please, and thank you. Although I think the first thing that I'm actually going to need to do is upgrade his passive, if I'm being completely honest. Because I think his passive is what's the most helpful, right? Putting the rest of the team into stealth whenever they get low, his ability to get stronger as other characters on the team get sacked, all of that kind of jazz. I think that's what makes him super strong. And then from there, I will go ahead and go backwards and upgrade all the rest of his abilities. I'm doing it that way because I don't know how many tier 3 ability mats I have. But I have over 3,500 tier 1 ability mats. Darn-diculous. Okay. So there's that first set. I think Mike says, I think we've lost sight of what's important and we should see the positive. 1. We got a new dev team, so they haven't killed the game completely. 2, they've given us these events. Yes, they're not brilliant, but it's what we asked for. Mike, that is very true. Everything that Mike has said so far is very true. We did get a new dev team rather than them simply pulling the plug. That is, of course, a good thing. And additionally, they have released some new content, even if it wasn't the absolute newest content for which we asked. Wow, look at this. Do all of these require green mats in order to upgrade all the way? No, just look at this. Even his second ability requires green ability materials. My goodness. I need so many of them. What do I need? 40 plus 32 is 72 plus 25 is 97, and I've got 17. So that puts me, what, 80? I need 80 more green ability materials in order to upgrade this guy all the way. That's scary. Scary, scary, scary. In the meantime, let's look. Max health, 12,000. Attack, 2,700. Defense, 600. Okay. Okay. Now, additionally, we need to go into the monolith waste. I'm going to show you I am slowing down my Willa farm for the moment because I am starting to farm up the trader transport as high as I can get that one. I have a new team in my head that I would love to try out, and it looks like today I might actually be able to try it out. Let's see how far into the monolith waste we can go. Monolith waste, trader transport. Here's where we're doing our farm. So we're going to take our extra energy. We're going to spend just as much energy as we normally do, with one exception. That one exception I am going to pay to refresh this node. I am going to pay to refresh this node for 50 gems once per day, just to help me farm up the trader transport set very, very fast. It should be pretty easy because monolith waste gives out tiles pretty well, especially because you get, what is it, 12 plus if you pay for it, 24 opportunities for tiles for a given set. And for 5-star sets, we only have to get up to 75 at that maximum star level, so we should be okay. What is this garbage? Oh my goodness, 1 extra tile? Oh, come on, dude. So we pay for another refresh. Again, we're going to do all the 50 gem level refreshes. But once it gets up to 100, we're not going to do it. Hopefully it gives us at least one more tile so that we can go up again. We got 5 that time. Much better. Now I will be spending the rest of my monolith energy for the rest of the day going over all of the normal ways that I'm doing things to farm for Willa. This is going to slow down my Willa farm, as I just stated, but overall, I think this is going to be more helpful so that I can get that trader transport out there. It will be disbanded because of lawsuits. What's going to be disbanded? Discord? Because of lawsuits? What lawsuits? Matt, be careful with Ghost as he will stealth Basil. Yes, Mike. This is very true, something we will watch out for, but when he stealths Basil, he comes out of stealth. So the idea is that you just keep swapping back and forth between Ghost and Basil. That's the idea, at least. At least it isn't tier 4 ability potions, they are farmable. That is true. Hello, I'm new on the game. I've some arena points. Who is good in the arena shop? We have a new person. How do I say your name? Mathy? Mathy TV? Well, Mathy TV, Zeleny has a good start. Scarlet is an excellent person to be farming in the arena store. Let's go ahead and pop into the arena store. Let's help out our new player, if you would, please. I'm going to give you my thoughts on who to farm. Anybody out there, if you disagree with me, please, please, please make your opinions known in chat. But, Mathy TV, who should you start farming in the arena store? My suggestion is the same as Zeleny's. I suggest that you farm Scarlet. Why? The biggest crunch in this game is the gold crunch. You are going to need more gold coins to level up your characters than you will need any other form of currency in the game. Right now, the best way to get gold coins is through one of the events called Peg Leg's Treasure, which requires that you put a team of pirates together in order to go clear out some nodes so that you can get the most money available when that event comes around. Now, in the arena, there are 2 pirates at your disposal, Scarlet and Valiant. Both of them are pretty good. However, Scarlet actually synergizes well with Pegleg. The 2 of them together are an excellent team. They can not only help you clear just about all of the content in the game, but they will also help you climb the arena ladder so that you can get bigger payouts there and complete those Pegleg's treasure events. So, I would start with Scarlet. I would put all of your arena currency into her. You might note, I have not unlocked Scarlet. That's because when I first started playing the game, Scarlet was not available. And by the time she was available, I already had other teams ready to go. Matthew, thank you for the follow. Boop. By the time Scarlet was available in the arena store, I already had other teams that I was working on. I was already well into the game. But for anybody who's brand new, just coming into it now, figuring out where to spend your arena currency from the beginning, Scarlet is where I would say you should start. The only exception to that would be Lloyd. And that's only if you want to run a Ninjago team. It is a good team. However, there are fewer areas of the game where the Ninjago team is particularly useful. Not to mention the fact, and this will take us back to point number 1, that if you want to run a ninja team, you're going to want to have Master Wu. And in order to get Master Wu, you have to have pirates to unlock him. So, Scarlet is who I would farm if you are brand new in the arena. And Scarlet is the only person that I would farm until you get her all the way up. Put her on a team with Redbeard and live your life, good sir. Live your life. Hey. I think that's how that song goes, or something along those lines. I still have 6 million coins here, guys. Oh, Glitch says that there are lawsuits of child safety and the CEO is going to resign. I don't think that that's going to crush Discord, man. I think they'll just get a new CEO and they'll put some new language for like child protections and things like that. Okay. I wonder what Extreme Gamer will spend all those gems on at level 60. Yeah, dude, Extreme has saved up like tens of thousands of gems. What are you planning on spending all those gems on? I want to know the answer to that one too. And while you're answering that question, let's go level up our set here. I've got tons of casholas, so I can do this. Thank you, Trader Transport. Now I should be able to take this all the way up to level 5 so that I can get plus 5% max health for my castle heroes. Additionally, I can give, whenever a spooky hero deals damage, they have a now 40% chance to heal. I can do it again. Now they have a 50% chance to heal. Excellent. Now I'm going to be running short on the mats for tier 3 abilities, but I'm not super concerned about them. Basil the Batlord, this is pretty nice. Whenever Basil the Batlord is defeated, there's a chance to inflict disarmed on each foe. This is an excellent one. And all Fright Knight heroes heal for 20% of their max health. An excellent one to get fully leveled up, although I have gotten my Basil up to 7 stars, so he's not going to die nearly as often as he was before. So this was all part of that conversation where actually having Basil at 5 stars seemed to be a good thing, because if you had him with the Trader Transport set, you could rely on him dying all the time in order to heal all the Fright Knight heroes for 20% of their max health. Now I have pushed him past that. I now have him at 7 stars, making him a lot tankier and a lot harder to kill, which a lot of people think is a bad thing, but I'm running with it. And then we have the when a Fright Knight hero deals damage to a target foe, they have a 40% chance to inflict disarmed on them for 2 turns. This won't fully unlock until I get the set all the way up to 5 stars, which is why I went ahead and used the tier 3 set building tools. But until I get this guy up to 75, I will not be... I might level up this one again to level 5 and then skip over Avenges Me and go straight to Are You Afraid when I get this guy up to tier level 5 in order to push this disarm for Fright Knight heroes. Remember, that's Willa and Basil, both of whom I have very, very high. Mr. Fancy Matt, you should try to beat the next node in Goth Kids. Zeleny, that's a pretty good idea. I have a feeling I'm going to get absolutely hammered, but we can give it a shot and see if I can do it. I sincerely doubt it's going to happen, but did I already do my builders for the day? Just want to make sure because it's changing out in 20 minutes. Goth Kids, the next node requires or recommended level 60 gear level 7. If I go into battle here, let's look at my teams. I am no longer using, what is this team? I don't know what this team is, but I'm going to edit it because I don't need it right now. Oh, I know what this team is. Okay, doesn't matter. I am going to put up my Trader Transport. Actually, let's clear everything. It'll just be easier to do it this way. Got to grab Trader Transport and then Basil and Willa and Ghost. And then I gotta find all of my weak sauce spooky tunes. That's going to be the Zombie and Ray. I'm putting the Zombie on there for his survivability. I know that I can get some assists from Yorick, but I'm putting Zombie on there for his survivability at the moment, just because I think the survivability of all my weaker characters is going to take me further than anything else. But I still think that this is probably not going to go very well. So let's see what happens. Mike says chicken suit guy for the premium bag today. And Extreme is basically saving up the money so he can upgrade characters. Sweet. It's a good way to do it, man. That gold, like I say all the time, that gold crunch is real. Okay, so I haven't actually used the Ghost very much before. So I'm not 100% up on his abilities at the moment. Deal damage with a chance to inflict defense down. Okay. Deal damage with a chance to make the target vulnerable. And if it defeats the foe, inflict fear on a whole bunch of people. Deals damage and Ghost gains critical damage up. He has a 50% chance to copy each buff. This ability defeats a target foe, randomly copies. So I think we actually start with his basic then. Fine, dandy. Willa comes in, gets a hit right off the bat, pushing everybody into stealth. Thank you, Ghost. Okay, Zombie coming in. We'll get the next hit on the Ghost with the most here. Zombie going down and coming back to life. We know that we're going to lose the zombie pretty much right away. That's actually fine. Now we're going to grab a taunt with our Basil the Batlord. Cool. We're going to try to swap as many of these buffs as we possibly can. Excellent. Swapping a lot of them. That should give everybody some damage down. We've got a slow. We've got critical chance down. Excellent. Now let's see. If the target is spooky, it has an 85% chance to crit. So we'll go ahead and try that. We get a crit on the Ghost. Spooky Girl coming in here. Now, how do we heal on this team? Oh, right. Do I have fear on him? No, I don't. Deal 135% damage or 110% damage with a chance to inflict defense down. If they already have defense down, it deals critical damage instead. So we'll just keep doing this regular one, as I really want to take advantage of the fact that the Ghost can actually spread some debuffs around if he kills somebody using his special abilities. Now, I think at this point we're actually going to grab a heal with our Basil the Batlord, right? Heal up everybody there. Now we're gonna go ahead and I don't need to fear their Basil. So I'm going to save that special, push him below 50%, which has him lose the taunt, and put Ghost available for us. We're going to get a little heal for our Ray. Ray can get pretty darn tanky when he's on a spooky team. That's nice. I might want to do this to put vulnerable on. Well, no, because this is just going to deal guaranteed critical damage. So I'll take that. I just want to get down this Ghost. If I can get down this Ghost, we should be in a position to at least kill Willa next, right? Basil the Batlord goes down. That's perfectly okay. Now, I'm actually going to save my Willa ultimate. Why, you ask? Why? Actually, and let's see, can I get Spooky Girl out? Yeah, great. Because their Willa is going to do all of this buff swappage right now. And because she's already done it, I can now do it back without having to worry that she's just going to reflip all of the buffs. You see what I'm getting at? Mike! Mike, when you're cheering, I don't know if you're drawing my attention or just saying like, woohoo! But if you're just saying woohoo, like, great, that's cool, I accept you. I do not want this counter damage coming in. That is for sure. Let's see. If it defeats a target foe, inflict fear on 3 random foes. Or if it defeats a foe, randomly copy each debuff on the defeated foe. I think I'm still doing just normal attacks with the Ghost here, who is about to die. We are not even close to being able to finish this one, which I know that everybody knew was probably going to be the case, but yeah, not even close. Let's swap around all of these buffers. Our Ghost is dead. Willa is going to be very, very close behind. Look at this retaliation that Willa has. It's nice, but it's not going to go far enough. We're going to go ahead and heal up everybody because we're going to keep trying. Ahmed says, sorry, Matt, but you're dead. Oh, yeah, dude. I am totally dead. This is not going anywhere. Zombie killed by the Willa with the retaliate, with the payback. That payback on Willa is nice, dude. If I had it on Basil the Batlord, it'd be even better, though. And they just heal up everybody on their team, and now the payback is gone off of Willa the Witch. Alright, We're going to auto battle this one because I mean, clearly we're going to lose. Even if we were able to defeat the next 5 characters, we then have 8 characters coming in, and those next 8 characters are even harder than these. So I do need a much better spooky team than the one I have in order to make this work, is basically what we're learning here. Goodbye, Basil. Is Willa even going to get another turn? No, that's perfectly fine because we knew she was going down anyway. So many stars, says Matthew. Matthew, you're talking about like my teams because I have so many that have so many stars. There's a double ghost on the last wave. Ooh, that stinks. Just passing that stealth back and forth. Whew, rough. All right. Lloyd up to 7 stars, and we are still using him in the arena at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and take him all the way up there. Now, I've got 4 million coins left, and you guys know that I am doing that Willa farm. So I'm actually going to come down here and finally upgrade my fitness instructor all the way to 7 stars. Look at this. I have 427 out of 50 tiles. I have enough tiles to take her straight up to 7 stars and then have enough left over to actually get a full Willa purchase from the Master Store. So we're going to spend this cash here, which will leave us with, what, 1 million gold left over. By the time the next Ghost event comes around, I will probably have another 2.5 million, which should be enough to take my Ghost up to 7 stars, should I get enough tiles from him, from the event when it comes back around. Quests. What did I complete? Collect 25, get 25 minifigure heroes to max star rank. More Magisti-Gistos. Wow. Are there even enough Magisto tiles available to get him up to 7 stars? I need 110 more tiles. I mean, there's not even close to enough listed here, but I know there's tiers to each and every one of these. So you complete, say, for Survivalist, and then instead of completing 15, it's complete 20. You know what I mean? So it keeps going. There's a double ghost on the last wave. There's not, says Ahmed. There are not enough to get Magisto up to 7 stars. Okay. I did all the purchases, right? So let's see how much master currency all of that stuff converted into. Look at that. 52 extra fitness instructor tiles. That's 520 extra master currency just by herself. That'll help me continue on this Willa the Witch farm. That gives me basically enough for 2 purchases of her. I had been going for 3 purchases of her per day every time it refreshes. Now I'm back to doing like 1 to 2 per day, depending on the drops that I get in the monolith waste. But as you guys have seen, now that I'm farming the trader transport as well, things have slowed down a little bit. Okay. In the arena, we are in rank 15. So we're basically facing off against a whole bunch of teams that we now see every single day. Oh my goodness, my team is so much stronger than it was just like a week ago. This is crazy. I am going to be continuing to use this same team for a while. I'm not ready to use the trader transport in the arena, though I might start using it in Brickspedition. Today is Brickspedition board 1, so I'll show you the team that I'm thinking of running, and you guys can give me your special advice. Now on this team, I always start by trying to take out Willa the Witch. As soon as Willa is down, it allows my Willa the Witch to kind of go nuts. And when my Willa goes nuts, we win. All right, so we get a heal. Ah, interesting. We get a heal from their Basil the Batlord instead of a taunt. Ooh, and then a terrible, terrible miss. Ooh, that stinks. Let me see if I can. I want to just continue to hammer on Willa as best as I possibly can. Now, everybody is getting relatively low on stacks of enchantment. So let's see if we can do a little bit more AoE damage. Willa has died right at the beginning. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna put this heal and retaliate on Willa because I want to be able to have her get her life back, but she gets the Dizzy, no good. Thank you, WearTag, for the follow. Appreciate you. Now, the next character that we want to focus down is actually their Master Wu. He's slippery and hard to nail down, but if we can take out their Master Wu, then we can prevent them from just throwing people into stealth all the time when we want to be taking them down. This is looking good so far. Especially because my next Willa, I can swap all of these buffs and debuffs. I'll take all the buffs. You can have all of the debuffs and deal with it. Let's get that heal out. Now the stacks of enchantment on my team are looking muy bueno. Muy bueno indeedo. I know that indeedo is not Spanish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's see if we can take out Magisto. We can get Magisto out of here, then we should be absolutely solid. Although now Magisto has the Retaliate. So as long as Magisto has Retaliate, not much that we can do, because none of my characters actually hit hard enough to overcome the actual Retaliate from Magisto. So what I need to do is put everybody into stealth like so. And then I can hit Magisto without fear of him actually retaliating. Ooh, question. Do I taunt? I don't think so. I think we just deal the damage. Their Basil now grabbing out from his. I think I'm actually going to come out here and see if I can do some damage to Garmadon in the meantime. He's probably going to do his AoE to heal himself. Oh, no, he dodged. He's already got the fear, though, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put the Retaliate on Master Wu, so we should get a bunch of attacks coming out here. Now I'm going to grab the taunt with my Basil, the Batlord. Their Basil is going to heal everybody. We've got about 2 minutes left on the clock. And then we're just going to come back in here and try to get Garmadon down. But good lord, Garmadon is dodging. Dodging. Because Garmadon, dodging, Garmadon. Goodbye, Garmadon. I'm tired of you, and you are gone. Now, we get the taunt from their Basil, the Batlord. I'm going to go ahead and actually put a miss on Basil instead of using the ultimate, because I kind of want to put the ultimate on Magisto if I possibly can, in order to prevent him from getting all of those paybacks. I'm going to now go ahead and lock everybody out of their abilities rather than suffer the payback. But because Magisto just used his payback, now I am free. Oh, well, now it actually won't even matter, because he still has the taunt. Boo earns, but it is what it is. We're going to hit the auto mode here. We've got 45 seconds left to go. Hopefully the Woo on our team doesn't just absolutely nail us with the typical Woo screw effect. We get out with the first W of the day. I think we're not on the same leaderboard. My top 10 are level 30. Yeah, Matthew. So they create new leaderboards as people join the game. So every so often you'll actually get into a board. So that means that newer players tend to be in a board with newer players. Yeah, if you'll notice, Matthew, my leaderboard at the top is a full spooky team, all 7 stars. This team is going to be absolutely atrocious to try to defeat. Number 2, and this is really the kicker here, it's the 7-star Venkman that actually makes this team so powerful. Number 3, somebody running the new techie team. No, it's a space team. Look at this, with full-on gens and full Galaxy Explorer. Sweet Universe Rover. I'd be very interested to go up against this team and see how they perform. That would be impressive. That would be intense, actually. Very intense. You are in one of the stronger shards, says Captain Blackbeard. Yeah. You should do something fun for day 1 bricks. Bring full AoE team and just blast all the easy battles. I'd suggest Ghost, Gisto, Willa, Woo, and Yeti, says Mike. Maybe swap Yeti for Redbeard. He's forgotten and collecting dust. Oh, I see. If y'all are talking about just like a full AoE team. Well, let me show you the team that I'm actually thinking of working on here. Now, obviously, you guys have seen my repertoire of characters. Any set of characters that I put in here is absolutely just going to wipe the floor with board number 1. But let me see if I can put this in here. I'm going to use this team, but edited. I'm going to pull out the zombie for Magisto. Come here. And then we've got 2 things to try. The first one is to put Burnibus on the team. To get a little bit of extra speed, get that extra taunt in there. He's got Retaliate, which will work very, very well with Magisto's heal on Retaliate. The second option is actually to put Verda in there. With Verda on a Magisto team, she goes extraordinarily fast. And with the castle upgrades from the Trader Transport abilities, they hit very, very hard. Attack increased by 20%, especially for Verda. That is huge. So what I'm going to try at the beginning, while I know that things are easier, is I'm actually going to put Verda on the team. And you guys have seen, again, that I have Verda is at 7 stars, so is Burnibus. They are both 1 piece of gear away from gear level 7. So they're both very close, right? They're both very close to being at their maximum potential. Also, I'm going to be using guild allies, but I'll tell you what. I'll use the weakest guild allies. If anybody even in this guild even has weak guild allies, which I doubt they even do. Yeah, nobody in this guild even has weak guild allies. So we're going to have to use our imagination a little bit here, because we're going to be wiping the floor with everybody. But in an effort to actually get credit for using guild allies, I have to do it. But this is the team here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the Trader Transport, Magisto and Verda getting that extra bonus from being castle team members, plus everybody's ability to sort of get that counter in there, and Magisto's extra heal. This is what I'm trying out first. I'm just going to put this on auto battle because it doesn't really matter. And yes, Slimer Ahmed is incredible. If for no other reason, then he has an AoE slow, and turn meter runs this game. Turn meter runs this game. So an AoE slow is super strong. Not to mention the fact that he also has, what, the highest attack stat in the game? Second highest attack stat in the entire game? He probably has Zane for that team I suggested. Ahmed, you mean like a full AoE team? I do have Zane. Yes, I do. Pretty sure Sweet Universe Rover is Tibster the Kraken. Could be, although I didn't think that I was in Tibster's Arena Shard, if I'm being completely honest with you. All of these guys, we'll go ahead and top them off. Matthew, here's another suggestion to help you completing those achievements. When you are doing the Brickspedition, anytime you see anybody that can be healed for less than 10, fewer than 10 medkits, do it. Because each individual use of a heal works toward that achievement to heal people with medkits. It doesn't matter how much you heal somebody with a med kit, 1 click counts as 1 heal. So healing somebody with 1 med kit gets you the same advancement on that achievement as healing somebody using 50 med kits. But if you're using 50 med kits every time, you're gonna run out of med kits. So anytime you see somebody that needs fewer than 10 med kits to heal, heal them. And that'll help you complete that achievement much faster. Ahmed, what guild are you in now? What guild am I in now? I just joined a new guild. Wow, that one timed out for a hot second. What's the name of the guild that I'm in? The guild that I'm in is called... I'm trying to find it because I just joined the Discord for it too. Mighty Imperial House. That's what I'm in. Guys, GKM just woke up and said he was sorry. He knew that he was supposed to stream with me today, but he completely forgot and he slept in. Apparently he's just waking up right now. Don't worry about it, GKM. Love you, dude. You teach, and teaching is important. Teaching our children, you deserve to sleep in on Saturday, sir. But he says that he is next Saturday. Got it. All right, I'll be chit-chatting with him later, I am sure. but just know that GKM sends his love and his apologies. He knows that several of you were awaiting his arrival because he's always fun to chit chat with, but unfortunately, he slept in. You're good, dude. You're good. Okay, so Jester says, is my guild open? The guild is open, but I don't know if there's, I mean, like, available to join. I think it's full, but I can check after this. On this team, all right, we're just gonna do another auto battle here and see what happens. Now, Verta also gets this benefit that she heals every time she spends a turn in stealth. And because of how fast she is, she can actually get a lot of healing. So this is something to remember having her on the team. She also pops out of stealth, as you just saw, whenever she does her AoE ability. But that's fine because it also gives her 50% more pep. So Willa goes extraordinarily fast whenever she's on a team with Magisto. Honestly, you can't run a castle team without Magisto, so that shouldn't come as a shocker to everybody. Is Trader Transport even good? Jester, yes. Trader Transport is amazing and is one of the meta sets in the game right now. If you have the right spooky team, Trader Transport beats Magisto's Tower almost every single time. Get your Willa tiles, Matt, says Ahmed. I have to double check what that time quest is. What does it require? Let's find out. But yeah, you know I want me some Willa tiles. New time quest, guys. What is the time quest now? You say it gives me Willa tiles. I have no time quest. All I have is Mr. Moneybags that I've already completed. Time quest is for spending event energy. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And what's the new regular event? What's going on here? Why none of my new events showing up? I should have a new event here too. Well, I don't want to have to reload the game while I'm live with you guys, but I'm gonna do that because I want to see what this new event is. So you guys can see that I'm using BlueStacks. Huzzah! Let's relog into the game to see if we can get that new time quest to show up. Time quest is for spending event energy, 600 energy within 24 hours. I can do that. I can do that for some Willa tiles. Bugged? Probably not bugged. I think it just wasn't coming through, so I'm resetting the game. Dark Yada. Name of a coalition of guilds. Minifigure Empire is the coalition of guilds. It happens to me all the time. 5 Willa tiles. Why BlueStacks when you can have it on the Microsoft Store? Because Captain Blackbeard, BlueStacks will actually run in the background. So I have to switch between Streamlabs and the game that I'm playing while I am streaming. The problem is that the version of the Lego Legacy client that you get through the Microsoft Store, while it is more native and admittedly it does run more smoothly, if I switch my focus into another window, it stops, which means that all the sound stops. There's no cohesive sound to the stream. And also you can time out while you're doing that because it will actually pause your connection to the game. I found that out kind of the hard way a couple of weeks ago where I was in an arena battle really quickly and tabbed out to do something, and it actually paused my connection in the arena battle and actually disconnected me from the game. So that's why I still use BlueStacks, even though there is a Microsoft client. But the Microsoft client is great. Ooh, 100 free energy. Thank you very much. Okay, now you guys are saying there's a new time quest, and it is Event Planner. Spend energy on the Brickpace event to get Willa Tiles. 5 Willa Tiles. Spend 600 energy. Spend 600 energy should actually be pretty easy for me to do, although I am starting to get pretty low. Look at this. Ability materials. I need ability materials for my ghostest with the mostest. But is this going to give me enough ability materials to actually upgrade anything? I don't remember. I'll have to go in and check after this. My tea is running low. You don't use Windows 10 Store for play. Mathy. You mean the client that I'm on right now? No, I'm using BlueStacks with it, which is an Android emulator that you can download on your computer to actually stream the game. Okay, so are you afraid? Did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I can get Spooky Girl or Yorick Tealays for the rest of the day. Let's go with Yorick because why not? The energy and the energy is the same. The rewards are the same with the exception of the tiles. I'll grab some Yorick tiles instead of Spooky Girl. Look at this. I might even be able to get my Yorick up to, what would that be, 4 stars? Not that I want to. But who knows? The #1 team in the arena right now is using Yorick, so maybe I got it wrong. But we'll come back and try that a little bit later. More event currency coming my way. Complete the first node of the event planner. Sweet. We'll do the next one tomorrow. Okay, in the arena, I need to do another battle. And then you guys all need to put in your guesses for what my premium bag is going to have in it today. The event ends tomorrow, so there will be an event on Monday then. We don't know, Jester. We have no idea. Goth Kids events make it actually happen that I soon need tier 3 set tools. Okay, so we know we need Ghost first, but in order to get Ghost, we actually need to target Lloyd. Why? Because Lloyd is going to put the entire team into stealth, and then the Ghost is going to pop out of stealth when somebody gets below 50% health. So what we're doing here is we're trying to get Lloyd to pop below 50% health so we can get the Ghost to pop out of stealth. Ah, but instead of gaining stealthy boys, Lloyd gains dodgy boys. Forgot about that one. That's an excellent synergy right there. Ghost and Lloyd? Wow. I hadn't considered. Now Lloyd, I used his special. The reason why I used his special is because his special actually doesn't have to hit in order for him to heal. That's a very important thing for everybody to remember about his special. He doesn't have to hit in order to heal. He does the move, and he just simply heals regardless of whether or not it hits. Very important. Let's lock everybody out of their abilities. Hopefully they will be locked out long enough for us to be able to take the Ghost out of the game. We only need, what, one more hit on him, right? Let's try and get it. We've got plenty of stacks of enchantment, so I'm not going to waste here. Now, can I take down... Oh, yeah. Let's move all this fear back onto the enemy team, please and thank you. And let's see if we can take down their Master Wu. I have locked him out of getting buffs. That is going to be excellent news. Can I just take him down? No. He gets a dodge in here, which is a major bummer. He gets that 0 out. Can I just take him out? Please and thank you very much. Now let's go ahead and take out their Magisto next. Once their Magisto goes down, then we won't have to worry about stacks of enchantment anymore, which is always a positive thing. Lloyd putting everybody back into stealth. But now I have a feeling that Lloyd is about to get rocked. I just want to rock that Lloyd. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of clumsy on him. This is enough to pull their Magisto out of stealth, but we don't want to attack him because he's got that payback on him. Nor do I actually want to heal him up. But I will try and steal that buff, but it doesn't happen. Boo earns. Let's go ahead and just do some AoE damage here. We've got 2 minutes left. We've got this one in the bag. Cross our fingers that we don't get the Woo bug. But other than that, should be good to go. Go ahead and do a little AoE damage. Willa, is it enough? No, it would have been enough probably if we had been using the Trader Transport because of the extra damage that comes in from there. Man, look at all of this. Magisto, gotta try and take you out now, buddy boy. But we know that you're going to get that Hardy instead. Come on. Oh, then we get the dodge. My goodness. I'm just going to auto battle this one because I don't just want to sit here while all the dodging is happening and just turning what should be very easy wins into very, very long wins or possibly even losses just because of the single dodge mechanic. So, here we go. We've got 1 minute left. All we have is Garmadon left. He has not used his giant AoE heal yet, and he's not going to get to. Boom! And that moves us into, what, rank 9 or something like that? Or rank 12? Rank 9. Great, we were rank 12. All right, guys. What's in the premium bag today? This is your time to put your guesses in the chat stream. If you get it right, then you get kudos. Eventually, once I know more about Twitch, I may have actual rewards to give people if they happen to guess correctly. But for the time being, you just get my kudos. Adam is guessing it's going to be Sal tiles. Come on, Matt, you need your Sal tiles. Glitch is also banking on Sal tiles. We've got some Darwin tiles guessing coming from Theo. Beat Up says it's going to be Lloyd. Ooh, Captain Flameheart says Valiant. Ahmed says Cactus Girl. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who got it right. Fernando says Go-Go. Okay, the table is empty. The table is locked. The table is locked. No more guessing. Oberon says Poppy. 25 Locust tiles. I will take that. I have my Locust already at 7 stars. That means that's 250 master currency coming my way. Yes, I will take it for the Willa Farm. I will take it indeed. Now where are we? We're still finishing up the Brickpace. Yeah, showcasing this new team I got going on. Before we get back in there, just really quickly, I want to showcase all of these heroes that I am currently considering in the team. So that's Basil the Bat Lord. Burnabas is for consideration. Willa, obviously. Why am I doing it this way? I should just do this. Castle. And then I can favorite these folks. Favorite, favorite, and favorite. Okay, so I did just get, I need 8 more before I can get more damage and add attacks. Plus 3% attack for each foe with stealth and for each foe with 3 or more debuffs. His attack is increased when using this ability and he heals more. Yeah, I need to wait until I have 8 more of these tier 3 ability elixirs and do this Spooky Capades next. Followed by... reducing pep or the chance to copy buffs. Not sure which one. I'll need them both, but I'm going to do Spooky Capades first. Regardless, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm showcasing this variation of 6 people. Right now, running with Princess Verda because the teams I'm fighting against are Weak Sauce because we are on Brickpace board 1. What am I doing in here again? I mean, I've got the 18, so I'll spend another on Yorick, but that's not actually why I was here. Why am I here? I think I'm here by accident. I need to be in Brickpace. That's where I need to be. Theo, later Alligator. Mathly asking about master currency. Let me pop back over into the shop really quickly. Mathly, after you get a hero to 7 stars, like my Basil the Batlord or Master Burnabas, you cannot gain any more tiles for them. You'll notice that the max stars here behind my bow tie is all grayed out and it says maximum stars. Now you can still farm these characters, but if you get tiles for them, they don't do anything for you. So the developers have instituted this master store in the shop. The master store is all the way at the bottom of the shop after your arena purchases. In the master store, it takes those extra tiles, whether they be for characters or for sets, and it converts them 10 to 1 or 1 to 10 from tiles into master currency. So 1 extra tile for a character that you already have at 7 stars will convert excuse me, 1 tile for a character that you already have at 7 stars will convert into 10 master currency. You can then use that currency to purchase what you see in front of you. Spaceman Gens, Major Kartovsky, Will of the Witch, Tier 3 ability elixirs, Tier 3 set tools, Fancy Apples, Fancy Fish, and Fancy Binocular 3 plans. So, until you start getting characters up to 7 stars, you will not be able to use the Master Store at all. And additionally, until you get lots of characters up to 7 stars, which is the position I'm in because I've been playing the game for almost a year now, you won't actually really be able to benefit from the Master Store. I would say don't even worry about the Master Store at all until you have like 15 7-star characters, because it's just an inefficient use of your time and your game energy up until that point. Use Gorwell, says Tio. I will use Gorwell, but I'm going to use Gorwell at the end. Okay, my max is 3 stars. I've got time for this. Yeah, you will not be using the Master Store for quite a while. Alright, we're still doing our auto battle here. Now, what I am noticing is that we do have some characters that do start to get pretty low on health, namely our Ghost. There's nothing at this point to save the Ghost, with the exception of the heals that come from either Magisto or Basil the Batlord. Basil the Batlord we're not particularly worried about because we know that Willa's going to bring him back to life. But we do have to keep an eye on everyone else. So, Ghost, there we go. Ghost gaining some heals there. I mean, so far we're just creaming it. Just absolutely crushing it. Just doing everything on auto battle mode. I am very anxious for the Ghost event to actually start. Oh my. Oh, no. I already took my space team. My full space team is all 7 stars now. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot for the next Ghost event. At the very least, I should get him to 6 stars without much of a hassle. Getting him to 7 stars, I don't know quite so much, because I'm gonna have to complete the battles that would originally get him unlocked at 5 stars. Those battles will actually unlock him for me at 6 stars. Okay. Then, if I complete the one that unlocks him at 6 stars, then for me, that should get him to 7 stars, given that I've already got everything else in there. I should also note that there is a world where instead of Verda, I actually put Jester Go-Go on the team. That would be purely just based on the fact that every time Jester Go-Go gets hit, he has a chance to heal whoever has the lowest health on the team for an extraordinary amount. And he himself has an extraordinary amount of health. Overall, though, I don't know if he'll be as useful, especially on an arena team, where you can either get Verda, who's just going to do much more damage, or Burnibus, who himself is going to last longer because of his counter attacks because of having Magisto on the team. So that's my full thought on all of this, for those of you who didn't ask. Okay. We have no special modifiers coming on any of the battles ahead. And I don't want King Brutus because I'm just uninterested in King Brutus. So we'll come up here and we'll grab this fire station tile. Try the Guarded Inn. Adam, the Guarded Inn is good, but I believe relatively old news at this point. Guarded Inn is great because it gives everybody the ability on their turn to grab payback. And if you have Magisto on the team, then that can obviously translate into a lot of healing. But I'm using the Trader Transport instead because it gives everybody a giant boost to both their health and their damage. So while the Guarded Inn might be a little bit better for sustainability over a very long fight, the Trader Transport is going to help you end fights more quickly, if that makes sense. And there you see, I've got people hitting for 12,000 damage. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Weird. Look at this little bug I have going on in the background. That's odd. Today's been a pretty buggy day. Captain, thank you for joining, my man. Enjoy the rest of your day. For those of you who are interested, for Matthew in particular, if you are interested in seeing what's going on here, Trader Transport, what we're really banking on at the beginning is this first one. Castle heroes have their attack and their max health increased by 15%. And then slightly less so on this next one. When a spooky hero deals damage, they have a 50% chance to heal for 10% of the damage dealt. Now remember, these two things scale together, right? So these spooky castle characters, which I'm currently using, have their attack increased by 20%, and then they have a chance to heal for 10% of that damage. If you work it out, 50% chance to heal for 10% is statistically over time the same as having a 100% chance to heal for 5% of the damage dealt, which means that for every 1,000 damage you deal, you will heal for 50 health. And because of this little bonus up here at the beginning, it is relatively easy for Ghost to hit for almost 10,000 points on a crit, which has this bonus, which has this benefit of just absolutely demolishing your enemy while simultaneously healing the Ghost for 500 health, right? And of course, it's a 50% chance, so when it does proc, that would actually heal him for 1,000 health instead. Overall, it is a huge, huge boon. And now I can see actually this is why you would have Skeleton Yorick on a spooky team. And if I were to get Skeleton Yorick, I might replace him here. So my team would be Basil the Bat Lord, Willa the Witch, Ghost, Magisto, and then Skeleton Yorick. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I'm saying that out loud, that's a really good idea. Because Skeleton Yorick can get payback on himself on the same move where he deals damage. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Why had I not thought about that before? I also have a Slimer that somebody is sharing. I'll tell you what. The second to last battle, I'll use Gorwell as a guild ally because I'm pretty sure somebody is sharing her. And then the last battle, I'll put Slimer on there. And you guys can just watch as Slimer just absolutely rips the enemy team to shreds. It's just terrible, the amount of damage and utility that Slimer brings to the team. Absolutely terrible. Okay. Getting that damage out there on Princess Storm. Nighty-night. Then the crash test dummy is gone. Firefighter Ash gets one more attack in and deals, what was that? 9 damage? What was that? 9 damage? Did y'all see that? That's ridiculous. Matthew, it seems better than Pirates. Yes, this team is way better than Pirates. However, the reason why I told you that you need to start by going for your Pirates is because the team I'm currently showcasing, you don't have access to at the beginning of the game. You actually have to level up lots of other characters before you even have access to the team that I'm currently showcasing for you anyway. So you can't just go straight for a spooky team right out of the gate. And even if you did, you would be severely hampered by the lack of ability to level them up. Everything comes down to this currency right here, these coins right here. And coins are limited in the game. Everyone, and I mean everyone, despite the current meta in the game, who is new to the game, should start with Pirates. Specifically, the Buccaneer Pirates if you can. Get your peg leg up as high as you can get him in order to complete the highest node of the peg legs treasure event. Once you have done that, then you can branch out and work on some other teams. But until then, coins are just going to be the thing you need the most. Period. End of story. I mean, feel free to do whatever you want ultimately, but that's the issue you're going to run into if you do not get Pirates first, is that you'll have all these great characters that you can't level up because you don't have enough currency to do it, because you don't have enough money to do it. Okay, on this team, we would like to start by taking down Redbeard first. We still have this on auto battle mode. Now this one, I don't know exactly how this one is going to go, but we're gonna have to keep a very close eye on things and actually stop the auto battle should we get hampered too much. That, for example, is going to get, yes, we know that that is going to come out and grab a counter from Redbeard. All of the AoEs will, because I don't have anybody in stealth right now. We get the disarm on Willa. That's bad news, as everybody knows. Do we get lucky and get a... No, I was hoping that we were going to get a, whatchamacallit, a dizzy on Redbeard, but 2 taunters on the enemy team means not so lucky. Okay, now, we have all the heals coming out, so now we got all the heals. Magisto coming and getting the big hit from the enemy Redbeard, but he dodged it! Wow, lucky for us. I mean, he shouldn't have, right? He should have taken that hit full on in the face, but he didn't because the dodge mechanic in this game is so incredibly strong. Anyway, so looks like, well, I was worried that maybe the Captain Redbeard on the team behind the double taunt, the wall of 2 taunters, and us auto battling would have done a lot more damage, but no dice. And now the Ghost getting to use his special for 11,000 damage. The Ghost hits, man. The Ghost hits. Matthew, you won't be getting spooky characters for a very long time, says Adam. Adam is, unfortunately for you, sir, correct. They are very expensive. Yes, they are very expensive either in terms of real world dollars if you want to spend real world dollars to get enough currency to get them, or in terms of in-game currency. Either way, they take a little while. All right, we're going to go with this team with only the single tank. And now I'm going to put... I think somebody... am I wrong, though? Is somebody sharing a Gorewell in here somewhere? Gorewell. Is someone sharing Gorewell? Doobie 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 doo, doobie doobie Gorewell. Gorewell the Wonder Hamster. Demonetized. Somebody is sharing Gorewell, but it's all the way down here. 26,000 3 stars. Alright, I'm not showing that Gorewell. That won't showcase Gorewell hardly at all. Instead, I'm going to save Slimer for the very last node. So let's put in either a Burnibus or a Go-Go. Ooh, somebody's got a fully leveled up Burnibus, so let's try that one. How is that for some synergy? Look at all that castle. Woof! And half of that is spooky. Oof! Ooh! I'll take it. Put in Yorick, said Ahmed. Was somebody sharing a Yorick? Yeah, somebody was sharing a Yorick, right? Should I leave the battle and put in a Yorick? Ahmed wants a Yorick. We'll go ahead and exit the mission and put in a Yorick instead. Matthew, also important to realize what I just did here. I was able to quit out of the Brickspedition battle, and you can start it again. But when you start it again, it just completely resets. So if you are fighting a Brickspedition battle and it is going badly, just leave the battle and start it over again. Yes, we need that for a cheer emote, your MJ impression. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see if somebody's sharing a Yorick, because my Yorick is terrible. He would just get murdered right at the beginning. But if somebody is sharing a Yorick, then that would be a lot more helpful. If not, then I'll just grab whatever the next highest Burnibus is. Yeah, all right. It looks like I am doing a Burnibus. Sorry, Adam, I didn't understand exactly what you meant. My Yorick is my Yorick is trash. So if I put him in, it wouldn't really showcase anything very well because he'll just get one-shotted by any of the people that are on the team I'm currently playing against. So the Burnibus that I'm going to be using instead, not quite as powerful as the Burnibus I just had in there, but still should showcase pretty well. 38,000. It's pretty close to the one that I actually currently possess. So we'll put him back in here and we'll go for it this way. Okay. So we do want to target Redbeard first. I am going to put this on auto battle again. We have a number of ways to clear the taunt. Hopefully we'll get at least one of them to happen. We get Dragon Master Barnabas taunting, which means that every time he gets hit, he's going to go ahead and, well, it means that when he hits, he's got, when someone hits him, he has like a 50% chance or something like that to counter. Excellent way to go on that one. Now let's see if we can, yes, we take down Redbeard right there at the beginning. Our Basil the Batlord comes out and heals everybody right out of the gate. That's excellent. Now we get the taunt from their Valiant, and the taunt is removed right away. Can we take down the Highwayman before he goes in viz? If so, 'twould be rather excellent. I think that's going to inflict fear on some folk. It sure will. Let's see if we can take down Pirate Cook Bart next. Get those heals out of the way. Now we'll take down Valiant before he can heal everybody and give them attack up again. The team doing so little damage because of the fears. That's why Ash only hit for 9 damage in that last battle, because she had fear. Wow, the fear mechanic is powerful, actually. Matthew, am I supposed to focus buildings or characters on Brickspedition? And Adam is right. It does depend on what you need. I would focus on the characters before focusing on the sets. Well, actually, I'm not sure if that's correct. Most of the characters that are available in Brickspedition are garbage. So unfortunately, the characters that you have access to are not particularly great. I mean, if we go back and see some of the ones that I pulled already, I think I pulled like a Firefighter Ash, and maybe a Poppy tile, a Businessman Trent tile. These are available in Brickspedition. I already have these characters up at 7 stars, so I don't need them except for master currency. So I still benefit from doing Brickspedition because I get like an extra 50 to 70 master currency per day. At first though, I would say it really depends on what it is that you're trying to build. If you're trying to figure out what you're trying to build, if you're starting with pirates, then the answer is pretty much you can just farm Brickspedition for whichever node is the easiest, because you don't need anything. Once you get past that, then it gets a little bit trickier. I would say aim for King Brutus at the beginning, because despite the fact that I just avoided him twice, of all the characters you can get from the Brickspedition, King Brutus is probably the one with the most utility right now, even though you probably won't use him very much as you level up in the game. There's been a big push to get a giant revamp of all of the Brickspedition rewards, because everyone kind of agrees that the Brickspedition rewards are mostly useless, and at this point getting stale because they've been the same rewards for several months, and everybody pretty much has them already. So take that for what it's worth. But I would say at the beginning, just do whichever ones are the easiest for you and would allow you to actually just complete Brickspedition most successfully. So now we're bringing Slimer in at the end of this Brickspedition. This should be crazy. Okay. So, we're fighting against the collectibles. So this one is going to be extraordinarily easy. But what I'm going to do here is actually manual battle this, because I'm going to save all of the specials, all of the ultimates, until the very end. Now let's go ahead and put the AoE slow on the entire rest of the team. And good night to everybody, basically, now. Because I will get fast turns, and you will die very, very quickly. Hiker's gonna heal, 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 heal. Demonetized. Okay. Let's go ahead and now the demolition dummy is going to get his taunt on. I'm just doing basic attacks for everybody. Look at that basic attack from Slimer, dealing 9,500 damage. God, Slimer hits so hard and has attack up. Verta doing 4,000 damage on her basic. Wow, Slimer, 8,200 damage, and it wasn't a crit. That is massive, massive ponage. Get that ponage. Okay, now. Now we can just destroy. Oh, look at this. Ghost still has 2 turns left before he's even able to use. Interesting. If the target has fear, do a thing. Otherwise, if the target does not have taunt, Slimer gains attack up. So we'll just target the Yuppie first to prevent him from res-erecting. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my ultimate. This should take out the Yuppie and put Dizzy on the Yeti. Should the Yeti get the opportunity to taunt, this will prevent him from being able to retaliate. Now, instead of doing damage to all foes, I am going to do single target damage to the Highwayman because it is just more damage. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put fear on everybody using Willa's special here, her ultimate. Now, I don't need to inflict fear on everybody, but if you defeat the target foe, then randomly copy each debuff. If I get lucky and this crits, wait, it won't even be lucky, it's prepared. So I know this is gonna crit. The question is, will it crit for enough to kill the Yeti? And then copy some of these debuffs onto these other heroes. Maybe? Let's find out. Ooh, only 6,500, not enough to get him to go down to Funky Town. He does have the taunt on him now, so we target him next. Now Slimer comes in. We'll go ahead and put that slow on everybody. Oh my goodness, look at that. Almost 8,000 damage to everyone. And now we can use the AoE to just rip everyone to shreds. Absolutely demolished. Slimer's probably the most powerful character in the game at this point, in my opinion. If you have a different opinion from me, then in this case, your opinion is probably just wrong, because Slimer is relatively fast. He has an AoE slow. When you hit him, he goes into stealth, so you can't hit him multiple times in a row, which gives him an incredible longevity. And he's got like the highest attack stat or second highest attack stat in the entire game. Slimer is the best character in the game. Like, period, end of story. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Let's go ahead and add everybody. Now, Matthew, another thing to learn about the Brickspedition because you are new. Complete your board, then go into the excavation and put every single character that has a modifier into the Brickspedition. Complete the board first, then put every character that you have left that has a modifier into the excavation. Several reasons for this. One, in case you were not aware of this already, this excavation is for tomorrow's board, not today's, which seems a little bit weird, but you excavate for the next day. Notice today we were on map 1. This excavation is for map 2 bonuses. So you can go all the way through your current board, complete it, then put in every single character that you have that has a modifier for that day into your excavation for the following day. There is an achievement to use characters with modifiers in your excavation, and the more characters you use, the faster you complete those achievements and the faster you get those coveted Magisto tiles. For tomorrow, what do we have here? Attacker foes lose 10% attack for the entire battle. That doesn't matter. Tank heroes gain payback for 2 turns. That's actually going to be the most useful thing that we get. And all heroes gain attack up 2, all the way up there at the top for 3 turns. That is, I mean, that's nice. It'll help us complete the battles faster, but that doesn't really matter. But all tank heroes gaining payback for 2 turns. I think tomorrow I'm going to have to do this with Dragon Master Barnabas. All right, guys. We have come to the end of the stream for today. A long one, 10:40. Wow. That's what happens when you spend the first 20 minutes complaining about the community manager. But I digress. Camlin, Matthew, depends on what you need. I don't see any pirates. Correct. Matthew, there are no pirates available as Brickspedition Awards. That is correct. Camlin, you do want a full team of 5 pirates primarily for the Peg Leg Treasure event. So there you go. Camlin sharing the same information that I shared earlier. I should say reinforcing the same information that I shared earlier so you can see it's coming from more than one source. And Cook Bart is the best single target healer in the game. That is true, I think. I think he has the highest single target heal in the game. So he's a good one to have regardless. Mashup Store is better than farming Bart on that node in Glyph Hunt. I would go Argenta and Darwin. Slimer has 6k attack at 7 stars. Highest attack. Yeah, there you go. Slimer's number 1. He's okay. I've sacrificed 2 of my best for today before starting. Cheers as ever, says Oberon. Cheers, dude. All right, guys. Well, Matthew, welcome, my friend, as Emilian says. Welcome to the stream. I hope that we can continue to see you in the future. I've got a little bit of an update for everybody who is still here. Starting next week, that's starting on Wednesday, I will only be streaming live on Twitch. It has been moving that way for some time now. The number of people who watch me on YouTube has been dwindling while the number of people who watch on Twitch has been climbing, and Twitch has just more opportunities for interactivity between me and the rest of the group, between all of the cheering and the emotes. Now that I've made affiliate, there are a number of special things that I can do that YouTube does not allow me to do. So, starting Wednesday, I will be streaming only on Twitch. YouTube, I will still be using for VOD style stuff. So if I have highlights to put out, I will put those out on YouTube, in addition to making other video content as I start to expand my streaming repertoire. Last reminder, tomorrow is Steam Sale Sunday. So today, this afternoon, I am going to go through the Steam store and I'm going to find some game that I have never played for less than $10. Purchase it, play through the first hour live for you guys tomorrow, right here. Until then, peace out, guys. And I am going to leave you with this famous quote from Thomas